on in. Y'all, it's probably like almost 1 o'clock my time, so it's lunchtime. So y'all come on in, welcome. We finna get ready to prepare dinner. And most of these items you already probably have in your pantry. They're staple items. I'm going to can of tuna. Can of tuna. Okay. Let's see. Some cream of mushroom. Okay. You got your seasonings already. Onion powder, garlic powder. So I got some Mrs. Dash here. Come back some. And also some Italian seasoning. We're gonna see. I don't know whatever strike me. And we need some milk, y'all. And then guess what? We got some vegetables. May not be many, but hey, we got us some sweet peas here. Right. Okay. They were frozen sweet peas. And then of course I got some sliced cheese. I got some what is this? I got some white cheese. And then I got some cheddar cheese. Some sharp cheddar cheese. Slices. You can do shredded. And I also have, hold on. Hold on, give me a minute. I thought I had everything together. Okay. Some butter and also some breadcrumbs. Good morning, good afternoon, Miss Brenda. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. I broke a tripod, y'all, trying to get my phone in, and so we at a backup. So, oh no, that's right. Hold on, that's not what I need. Hold on. So, hold on, y'all, because I know I did this last night. Hold on. And it may, I ready to be out here on the sofa, on the counter. It is. No. I need some breadcrumbs. I did it last night. Give me a minute. Right. Hold on. Give me a minute. Let me find it. Welcome in, y'all. Come on, let's prepare lunch. It's a hot day. It's a hot day already, and it's gonna be a long one. So I'm tired of eating out. I don't know what happened to the breadcrumbs. That's all right. Tell you what. I don't know what happened to the breadcrumbs, but I tell you what, we're gonna use what we got. If I have to open up some more, that's fine. That's fine. Cause I don't see my breadcrumbs. I put them in a container. So I'm using two loaves of bread. And like I say, most of these staples you already have in your pantry. Now, let me show y'all something. Hold on. Tear it open. Okay. I was ready last night, but it is gonna be what it is. Hold on. I had opened up the box of shit. I'm gonna show y'all. Okay, I got some jumbo shells. You don't have to use jumbo. You don't have to use the seashells. You can also use as a backup. You can also use take it down. You can also use your white egg. What is this? White egg noodles. So I grew up. I stopped by Mama's house. And so I was telling her about it. She said, you can still use the jumbo pasta seashells. But see, she started making this for us. Welcome in, everybody. She started making this for us when we were like teenagers. So a lot of simple recipes that I still do remember. So y'all, like I said, y'all, I know y'all got some tuna, some form of shells, and some cream of mushroom. You can also use cream of celery and some cheese. So I already have my tuna open. And I got my bowl right here. Got everything opening right here. Right here. So what, and I got my oven on. Hold on. At least I did. Okay. You're gonna bake this, well, okay, it's not gonna take that long. So I got my water boiling already. Because like I said, last night I tried to go live, and when I opened up the box of, what you get? Right here. When I open, I got me a baking dish right here. You're gonna need a baking dish. I had an aluminum, but he was like, go ahead and use it. So I got me a bowl. So all we're gonna do basically is you're gonna open up. I'm gonna fork out the tuna. This is tuna and water. These are things that I welcome in everybody. These are things that I already had in my kitchen. So sometimes, a lot of times, kids be like, they hungry, ain't nothing there to eat. But you know what? I remember that growing up. I remember saying those exact words to my mama. But you know what? At that age, wasn't interested in cooking. But if it had hung around mama and grandmama long enough, it was food in there to cook. Sure was. So yeah, y'all coming with me today as we prepare my lunch slash dinner, or our lunch slash dinner, cause we tired of eating our restaurant food over here. So like I said, I got three of these, and it's just two of us. Plus if Z was here, I was kind of debating, would he eat this? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Yeah. So like I said, we just gonna fork out the cans of tuna, and guess what, y'all? This is an easy cleanup because everything is pretty much coming out of the can or the freezer. Yeah. So you ain't using a lot of pots and pans. This is a quick and easy meal. It is. You just gonna bake it. You ain't gonna bake it for long. You gonna bake it. Put your mine on 350. That's just what we keep it on. So you can put your oven on about 275 for about, I'm going, like I said, I know I'm a little bit premature. You can put your oven on. I'm gonna bake mine for, I don't know that on the tuna, y'all. Okay, here go another. Here you go. Y'all welcome in. Hi, my Brenda. How are you? Hi, Subway. Welcome in. Y'all, I'm for real. We tired of eating out over here, and my husband like he hungry. So this gonna last us a couple of days, especially with these wide noodles, with these jumbo seashells and hint seashell noodles and tuna. Yes. For years I ate. My mama used to cook it just plain tuna casserole. Well, I'm gonna say plain. She just do plain the tuna casserole with the cheese and the breadcrumbs and stuff like that on top. So I put my mess right here on the plate as I go. Like I say, it's just the two of us. So here go. Like I say, I've broken 2 tripods already. I ain't trying to break another one today. We got high energy. Yeah, this my way. So I'm just taking the fork and just and breaking up these clumps of tuna. You know, yeah. It's packed tuna and water. I did drain the water off. Y'all go ahead and hit that thumbs up button like the live. Like I say, growing up, we always say mama ain't nothing in the kitchen. Ain't nothing in there to eat, but it was. So little stuff like this, you just gotta go in there and put stuff together. My husband and my mama don't tell stories of them making a jelly sandwich. Just bread and jelly, or bread. Well, bread and peanut butter is okay. Or I using peanut butter and bananas. I'm like, ooh. I thought that was nasty until I actually tried it. So, like I said, I'm just using my fork to fork it and to break up the clumps. My water is boiling, so I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and pour. Since I'm going to do the whole box. Yep. I don't need to change these days because I was, what you call it? All night last night, I was thinking about what can I do with those seashells. And I was like, I can use them to stuff. Use them to stuff, stuff them with, yeah. I'm gonna tell you something that you can add on here. You can add some oil. Y'all know a little cooking oil. Yeah. So we're gonna let this come to a boil, And while we do that, I got it on high. The oven on. The oven is preheating. All right. So got that. We got. Let me see. I got my cream. I got cream of mushroom. Okay. And in a separate bowl. Well, actually, I don't need a bowl. Basically, I can just dump all of this in this bowl. I can dump all of this in this bowl. I am. Yep. And so what my mama used to do, she used to save the can. She used to put a little milk in there. Y'all may be laughing at me and take that spoon. My mama still leaving. She don't even cook this, but she used to cook it for us. I got another dish. This is one of my this dish is one of my childhood favorites. Y'all listen and comment. What's one of y'all childhood favorites that y'all mom and daddy used to cook? Give me a little bit of engagement. Hey, Miss Patricia, how you doing? Welcome. How did it go? Congratulations to everybody. I had to run an errand, Miss Patricia. So I'm just adding a little bit of milk. That's probably about like a little bit over a cup. Because I do want it to be creamy. So it's going to be a creamy tuna casserole. Yeah. Using 1 can of cream of mushroom. Like I say, you can use a cream of celery. Yep. Thank you for the heart. Hey, Jebby, welcome in. Jebby, you catch me in the daytime, Jebby. Yes. We're going to bring them noodles back to a boil. And tell you what, we're gonna add my seasonings. I got a little bit of. We're not salt people over here. So, I mean, of course, we use, like, of course, Mrs. Dash for just about everything, you know. She ain't even open. My friend girl brought these anytime she came home from the East Coast. This size right here was only like $5 where she was shopping. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of oh my god. Okay. Okay, these are new. So I took them down. Hey, they right here. Look now. Okay. And none of my seasonings opening, but I mean that's because I did just buy them. Hold on, I got some onion powder right here, and I think this garlic. Here we go, onion and garlic powder. I actually bought that right there for another reason. That's coming in another video. So I got some onion powder. Close the cabinet. Just sprinkle a little bit. Like I said, we're not salt people over here, so we do use herbs and we use powder, like onion powder, garlic powder, stuff like that, Mrs. Dash, and other salt-free or sodium-free seasonings. Okay. So, and I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. I don't want to add too much. I don't want to get the sneezing. See, our oven ready. I heat. All right. Okay. Okay. Y'all know how we are. Sometimes we use our oven to hold our put our extra pots and pans in. Don't be laughing. I ain't the only one. So I added my cream of chicken. Hold on. That's the tuna with the cream of mushroom, I'm sorry, and my seasonings. Okay. And guess what? I technically can go on and add this because this was frozen. These are frozen sweet peas. Now, I met somebody years ago. We are not from the same state. They didn't grow up around each other. And I was talking, and I said, I'm finna make some tuna casserole. And she was like, my mama adds sweet. She said, wow. She said, well, my mama adds sweet peas too. I said, oh, sweet peas, English peas, brother. You know. And so, I was like, wow, man. So, I'm gonna pour this in here. I'm gonna put the whole thing in there. And that makes it pretty because you got these pretty, ooh, let me show y'all. Look at it. Y'all, we doing the best what we can because like I say, I broke 2 tripods. So we're going to just give that a stir. Give that a stir. Yeah. I had picked up another can of mushroom. I was looking for a cream of celery where I went, but they didn't have it. Now I'm doing this recipe off of memory. So I am. We waiting on the pasta to what's the word? To come to a boil. What they say, be tender. Yeah. So basically this gonna be our dinner, lunch slash dinner. And like I say, most of you all probably already have these staples in your home. Like I said, you can do cream of mushroom. I've never used cream of chicken, cream of celery, cream of chicken. Everybody got at least one can and a couple cans of tuna for that good old tuna salad. And who doesn't have canned vegetables? I had actually thought about getting the mixed vegetables, which would have been the English peas with the carrots and the corn. I had thought about getting it, and I said no, because that would have been our first time. Yeah. So, and also, hubby said like I said, my mama did not layer this growing up. Hold on. Okay, move this out the way. And as I said, this is gonna be an easy cleanup because everything is in the can. We got a little bit of butter, so we're gonna pour the butter. We're gonna pour the butter in the bottom of the in the bottom of the baking dish. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and throw these away. I got an extra can of tuna just in case it's not, it's gonna be enough. Yeah, it's gonna be enough. So, I ain't needing that long. So we're gonna go ahead and just put it in there. It was already milk. I used about 4 tablespoons of butter just to put it in the bottom. Yes, Miss Brenda, tuna casserole. Like I said, it's a staple dish. Everybody got some of these things in their pantry. Food was always in the house. We just didn't know how to put it together to make a meal. Yeah. Like neck bones and rice. You got some neck bones or some, just boil it. Put some seasonings with it. Things go in there. Everything, see, as I go, everything going in the guy. Yep. So, we're just waiting on the pasta. And you don't have to overcook the pasta, or you don't have to cook it till it's all the way done, because guess what? Who is it? Hey, Coffee No Cream, welcome. Girl, welcome in. How are you? Because this is going to continue to cook or bake in the oven. Coffee No Cream, welcome in. I hadn't seen you, Coffee No Cream, in a good while. Welcome in, everybody. Guys, y'all remember to hit that thumbs up button. I got another dish coming for y'all. What I'm saying? I got another dish coming. That's a childhood favorite. And so my mama asked my mama, like, where you get that recipe from? So she said, Grandmama. I'm thinking back in my mind, I'm like, Grandmama. So I called my grandmama and I asked her. She said, Wanda. She said, I have no idea where I got that recipe from. Oh. I found my breadcrumbs, y'all. Guess what? It was it. Here you go. So basically, I had these are breadcrumbs, and that you can use panko. I think I'm saying it right. I did not have panko, but hey, who doesn't have bread at home? For real. Who does not have bread at home? You can just take it, and I just picked it apart. I was gonna be bougie and take a knife and just cut them in square. Please, this dinner in a hurry on the go. So this is gonna be ready. I'm gonna be honest, in about 45 minutes. Just enough for it to brown on top and the cheese and milk. Sure is. Hey, Jebby, welcome in, Jebby. You can, like I say, you catch me. Yeah. Now, I don't think Z would like. Z is not here. You know, I don't think he would like this. But the next dish I got, he's gonna like it. He's gonna love it. And so I'm not gonna say what it is, cause I mean, and I don't know where my mama even got this from, but I used to like it. No. A little bit more milk guys. That was condensed what am I say? Cream of mushroom. That was condensed. Anybody got any questions for me? Did y'all ask? So here's the here's the I want to say right now. That's what it is right now. So I'm just waiting on it. Like I said, you don't have to wait till the pasta is all the way done because it's gonna continue to finish cooking in the oven. Yeah. We're gonna just take it out in the hold on. Ooh, yeah, it's hot. Let it cook just a little longer. And like I said, I've been on here for 21 minutes, 22 minutes. And it's gonna be done. All I gotta do is finish letting it bake. Like I say, long enough for the cheese to melt. Now what I plan on doing is layering the bottom with the seashell noodles. Okay. Put a little bit of the tuna mixture, cheese, and repeat again. Noodles, cheese, noodles, tuna, cheese. And we're gonna top it out with cheese. Like I said, I've never done it like that before because growing up, mom used to just, this was it. She used to just put this in that dish, spread it out, even it out. Put the breadcrumbs or the panko breadcrumbs on top and layer it with cheese. And there it is. Hey, there it is. There, yep, for real. I am so serious. Yep. That was it. And you can even try chicken. That which I have not, but you can try chicken as well. And basically, like I said, the peas were frozen. Canned. We don't now. Before the big C, I used to be stocked up with a lot of canned goods. But since then, well, I ain't gonna say since then, we pretty much do a lot of frozen. You know, on the vegetables. But I mean, ain't nothing wrong with having backups. You know, yep, ain't nothing wrong. Who is that? Young yet? But Brenda, have you ever had tuna casserole? Look, since I found them breadcrumbs. I forgot what I put it in because guess what time it was. It was like around midnight when I tried to. Well, I got a little bit discouraged because when I opened up the box and saw how big they were, I put them right back in the box and I put everything up and I went to bed. So I said, well, I'll just get some smaller ones. But because normally when you do get the small, when you get the box of seashells, you don't have to use the whole box. Does anybody have any questions for me? And see, I can have some. I mean, this will be enough to feed us. I could do. This was just 3 cans. Yep. Hence, it's creamy. Yeah. And like I said, the oven is on now. Okay. Oh, my strainer. God. I forgot my strainer, y'all. Hold on. Yep. Like I said last night, I had everything out. Here you go. I had everything out last night. I sure did. I did. Okay, so we're not gonna return it to the pot because that's gonna be it. We're going to dump this. And like I said, you don't cook it all the way done because it's gonna finish cooking in the oven. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Got some. Okay. So I'm trying to get the rest of it out. I just got, well, you know, yeah. Okay. I ain't want to mess the bottom of the pot up. I sure did. I did not. Alright. So that's good enough. Okay. Go rinse that. Put it like this. We're going to rinse it with some cold water. Yeah. That's just something we do. We rinse our pasta off with cold water. Now, like I say, she never put it back in the pot. Okay. Gonna let that strain for a couple of seconds. Oh. Okay, I have the oven on. Like I say, once I put it in there, that's gonna be it. So okay, we're going in. We just okay. My hands are clean. So I'm layering the bottom. I put the butter in the bottom. I'm just gonna layer the bottom with the seashell noodles. Yeah. Okay. Then come in with a tuna mixture. Yeah. And this gonna be real, honestly. This is a nice little healthy meal. Simple, affordable, staple items. Okay. We're gonna smooth this a little bit out. Put it down here. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna got my cheese. 1, 2, 3. So really, yeah, got my cheese. So we just gonna we got white cheese and cheddar. So basically we're gonna do our cheddar first. Yeah. I've never done. He just said he wanted it cheesy. And this is not something I cook all the time. This is not a meal I cook all the time. But it's easy, quick, and simple. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give him what he wants. Plus, when I come in, let's say if I come, I mean this is already ready. And then what I'm gonna do, this is just the first layer. Okay, that's just the first layer. All right. Okay, so move Max. Yeah. So put the rest of the pasta on there. Cover this with the remaining of my tuna mixture. Okay. And this meal is for somebody, I'm gonna be honest, who how can I say, a beginning cook, or somebody who's new to cooking or can't cook. These are staple items. This is all you do. Man, let people think you're doing something. I'm just gonna be for real. I'll spread that out. And then you know what? Okay. We're gonna have them in the dishes to wash. So we're gonna top it off with some he won't so I wanted to try a different cheese, you know. Hey Kai, Kai, hey, welcome in. Okay, hold on. So yeah. We having lunch, Kai. One of my childhood favorites, tuna casserole. I've not met but one other person who had this as a child. I don't see it in restaurants. I don't see it nowhere. So, yeah, man, let's do two more. We're gonna do two of them. Yeah, right. So, what's up, Mac? What's up, Mac? Huh? So, hold on. Trying to get the other cheese open. You said kids used to eat it all the time. What? My mom is the only person that I know that has ever made it. I've never seen it anywhere else. No. It didn't open. There you go. Okay. All right, hold on. And I've got to take the foil out. Yeah. This gonna be his. First time I've had it cheesy. Oh, you said my kids used to eat it. Okay. Hey, Grant, welcome in. How are you? Grant was sitting up here making some tuna casserole. It's one of my childhood favorites. That's why I can't get this cheese open. Okay, there we go. All right. Y'all remember to hit that thumbs up button as y'all come in. And like I said, this is really a no-fuss meal. Easy to clean up. Ain't hardly no dishes to wash. We're gonna... let's see what kind. We're gonna do white on top. Yep. We're gonna cover the top with some white cheese all the way. Yep. Okay, and then you know what? The last thing is it's gonna be ain't no stir after I done stirred everything in the bowl. That's it. So, okay, here this part go. It's heavy. Can y'all see? All right. Okay, so bring it over a little bit. Yeah, this look like it's already starting to melt. And then here go my breadcrumbs. And all I gotta do really is just spread. I could have broken it up a little bit smaller. Yeah. I mean, I broke it up kind of small last night. I did. Like I said, I think a better option would be the panko, but I normally sometimes I would keep the panko breadcrumbs in here, but I hadn't used a dish that required it or anything like that. So okay, y'all. So this is what. Okay. Let me see. Am I going? Yeah. If y'all, yeah, here you go. This is what it look. This is what it's looking like. Before going up, it's heavy. It is definitely heavy. So we're gonna cover this up with some foil, and like I say, put it on in the oven for about 275 for about 45 minutes because your pasta is almost done, and the only thing that gotta cook really is you want to mix that that cream of mushroom and that cheese gotta blend. So yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, y'all. In 44, I think in about 45 minutes, y'all, we gonna have us some lunch slash dinner. Yeah. And so, like I say, here we go. It's finna go. Well, I'm done sucking it. Okay. Y'all here going into the oven. And just, like, don't forget to put your time on. And like I say, all you gotta watch out is the pot, the bowl, and maybe a couple of utensils, and that's it. Everything else, go in the garbage. Like everything else go in the garbage. So you can't wait to see. I'm gonna put it like this. I'll take some pictures. Hold on. I'll what do you call it? Take some pictures and post it, Jeffy. I will. And like I say, it's if that's right, 107. I think that's right. Miss Brenda, what time is it? I think my battery on my watch is going out. Hey, and just put all the rest of the ingredients and everything up back like it was. You know, just put everything else up. That's easy, quick and simple. Like I say, and even if you didn't have it, the stuff, most of this you can get from Dollar Tree, Family Dollar. It ain't gonna cost you much. That's a simple meal, quick and easy meal for you and your kids, or your family. Put it like that. So I bought that as a backup because I didn't know if I was gonna have enough. The tuna. Now, if Z was here, I probably would have did all 5 and did the extra can of cream of mushroom. 107. Okay, so at about, we're gonna say 140, about 147, this is gonna be done. And it ain't gonna take long to clean up the kitchen. Cause hold on. Move on. You want a tree job. Hold on. Here you go. You know how dogs are. So really, like I say, all I got is just this and this to wash. How long is that gonna take you? No time at all. Okay? Alright. Now, Miss Brenda, what I'm gonna do is once it's done, I'll take some pictures and put it in a short. You know I gotta go to work today. So it'll be a quick live, okay? It'll be a quick live. Alright, but guys, okay, so right now we're at 38 minutes and 40 seconds. So really it took less than that because I had everything open. The water was already boiling when I started the live. Everything pretty much came out of the can. You got the bread and stuff like that. So all of those are staple items that you do have in your home. It's a quick, simple, affordable meal. Creamy tuna casserole. All right. Okay. I'll be back. I'll show y'all the finished product. Okay. All right. Like I say, my oven is on 350, but put your oven on like around, let's say, 275 at about 45 minutes. Okay, but mine is on 350 and I'm gonna do 40. So, cause it did preheat. I know, thank you, Miss Brenda. Thank you. But yes, so basically when I get up to go to work, I have me a little something to eat. When I come home tonight, if I want to have something to eat, it's here. And I will be back live. The next one, it's gonna be now that dinner, that oh my gosh, I know y'all want to see me clean no chicken. Well, I'm in a debate because mama, it's a favorite my mama used to cook. She doesn't cook it anymore. Nobody in the family cooks it. But it's funny that I remember everything that went with that meal as far as all the items and how it went and how it tasted. So my mama used to serve it with she used to serve it with chicken breast, and I hated chicken breast. I hated chicken breast because it's so dry. But then she graduated to leg quarters, so I like that a little bit better. But I'm gonna come in one day when I'm off. I don't have to go to work, and we're gonna have a live. Y'all gonna see me prepare that meal. I'll end it and I'll come back and show y'all the finished product. Okay, all right. Look, y'all like the video, share the video out. Subscribe to Life with Wanda. I greatly appreciate it. And look, y'all have a blessed day. And like I said, I'll come back and show y'all the finished product. All right, bye for now. Bye, Miss Brenda. Bye, Kai. Bye, Jebby. And who else? Hold on, let me just go down right quick. Bye, Grant's Faithful Journey. And thank you for stopping by. Who else did right here? Miss Patricia. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. And like I say, buy coffee, no cream. I'm just going down to see who all came in. And I thank y'all for coming in and joining me while I cook lunch/dinner. Tuna casserole, my childhood favorite. One of my childhood favorite dishes, okay? All right, bye for now. I forgot how to end the live, y'all. It been too long. Okay.